Welcome back to a new video. So I was actually this morning going to go look at a car, but I was looking at finances and kind of thinking a couple steps ahead as far as paying off my house and grad school and all that stuff. And I was like, it's not really that necessary for me to get a car because it's not a need right now. It's definitely a want. And I want to focus on trying to expedite my grad school studies as much as I can. Past this first year, I want to make sure that I'm doing the normal route, and then after that I can really have money saved up and then do additional classes other than just like I'm doing 2 right now in the summer. Next summer, once I renew my teaching license, then I would like to do potentially 4 classes and try to finish that master's a little bit faster than the normal 2-year track. And that way I can start the second master's right after that and then kind of do that as quick as I can as the shed door blows closed behind me. Not too big of a deal with that. But anywho, this session, I wrote it down over there. I left the notebook over there because I kind of have it memorized, but this is the same day one as last week. So I'm going to have snatch plus hang snatch. I didn't do anything in the morning besides just some stretching. And I probably will continue to not have those morning sessions. It's nice to have that option, but it takes a lot of mental effort to get out here and move around. And it's not a hugely beneficial thing, but it's at least an option that I want to give myself. If I'm like, all right, I want to just brutalize myself on a day, I have movements that I can do if I want. What I think a better focus is to try to get some additional cardio in, so that's going to be my main focus, kind of probably going forward, to get an additional cardio session in most days of the week if I'm feeling like it and I'm able to. But snatch plus hang snatch, last week I did 65 kilos, so this week I want to do 75 kilos, same for the 5 sets, 3 plus 3. In week 3 next week, it will be 4 sets of 2 plus 2 with the weight increasing from this week, assuming everything's moving fine, which means 75 kilos, so it should. Then snatch pulls, that will be at 100 kilos instead of 90 last week. A lot of the percentage that I'm using on my Google Sheets that has my program is like 98 kilos or 72 kilos, and I'm just rounding up for practical numbers because the difference between a 98 kilo snatch pull and 100 is none, essentially. And same with like a 72 versus 75, it's not really that big of a deal. Once you start getting into like really maximal numbers, then those increments make more of a difference. But for now, doing triples and whatnot, it's not that big of a deal. Then back squats, last week I did 120 for the 4 plus 1, 4 regular, 1 pause for 5 sets. So this week I'm going to do 130, and hopefully those feel good. Last week it actually made a quad sore, so I don't know if I'll get that same feeling this week. But then after that, do some just hanging from probably the bar if I have that set up. But I've been doing a pretty good job at sticking with that. Haven't done it as in extreme lengths of time. I've just been doing it mostly as stretching and doing it every time I come out to train. And even yesterday, I didn't do a normal training session. I just came out and stretched and relaxed for a while and didn't lift any weights or anything. So mostly just mobility and relaxation, I suppose, but still did the hanging there. So it's something that I think will just be a good thing to continue to add in. So that's going to be the session today. So a lot of snatching and some squats. So a pretty basic one. And the rest of the week obviously stays the same, just increased from the previous week with the same rep scheme. And then next week, the reps drop down slightly as the weights continue to go up. And then that will be the same for 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks, and then eventually, it's a peak of some sort, or at least it'll be like the heaviest weights at the end of the block for the most part, but we'll see how that progression goes. Today has been a really relaxed day because I didn't go to see that car, so I didn't have anything to do. But later this week, I'm going to be going up to my new school to see, or to get some like orientation stuff done as far as like getting my badge and laptop and stuff. So Wednesday will be a little bit busy in that regard, but it's not going to be that stressful because it's just going to be, a couple hours. Mostly probably the drive. That's going to be the most stressful part because it's going to be probably full of traffic just to get there. But it should be I don't necessarily think an enjoyable time, but it will be a productive time. And it'll be nice to kind of get that stuff taken care of and get that off my plate. Tomorrow is my last test for grad school for the first class that I'm in. And I think this might be the last week as a whole. But there's quite a bit of work that I have to do this week. Obviously the test tomorrow, but some film review and all kinds of stuff later. But nothing that's really too insurmountable. So pretty busy in that regard. Today is kind of a relaxing day. I didn't do much of anything for grad school, so it's kind of nice to have a true summer day where I got to be lazy for most of the day. But time to get the work done, get some snatching in. Hopefully everything feels good. I'm going to be strapping up for the snatches, of course, because I don't want my hands to be ripped apart. And yeah, just triples. But talk to y'all at the end of the video, and hopefully it's as productive as I'm hoping.
Quarterback is going to fight his way all the way into the end zone. The Gators would respond back with a touchdown of their own, but I'm sure we're going to be able to get one ourselves as well. And that would win us the game. Ideally, that could be our final drive to just keep getting.